What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another player prop video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comments section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. There is no better day than Taco Tuesdays, baby, because you already know in the beginning of the day that you're going to have some of the best value pop on the board at some point, right? And we have some. The playoffs, well, the wild card matchups or whatever, those start for MLB today, okay? Not only will I have the optimal lineups and stuff posted over at greenlightdfs.com, which is my company that's been running for 8+ years. Optimal lineups for DraftKings and FanDuel if you're interested in getting involved in DFS or whatever. DFS optimal lineups are posted over there at greenlightdfs.com. So that's over there. Propsmadeeasy.com is only $20 a month. And if at this point, if you're not a member of Props Made Easy, then you're just crazy. Plain and simple. All right, I always come on here. I show y'all firsthand how amazing these things are, all that good stuff. And at the end of the day, most of you are members, rightfully so. Some of you are still on the fence, and you will end up being a member. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no debating the accuracy of Props Made Easy when you're not only taking the sportsbooks data, but you're also taking player projection data and making sure they're on the same end of a line. It just raises your hit rate off the bat. And the best thing about Props Made Easy is not only the user interface being incredibly easy to use on your mobile phone. You just have these picks directly in your pocket. You open it up, you go to the sports you want to look at, and boom, the best plays are right there at the top of the screen ready for you. You go over to Prizepicks, enter them in, boom, done. Within the matter of 1 minute, you could have a 6-man made or a 2-man made easy for whatever sport that you're looking for, whether it be esports, anything. So it's fantastic tool, man, and it's just been putting up numbers again this NFL season. It's been doing absolutely amazing. NBA is coming up, which is another huge time of the year for us. So we're looking to dominate there too. NBA is one of the sports that has our player projection data as well. So not only will we have the player consensus odds, but we'll have the player projection data as well for NBA, making sure that every single pick that we place has data behind it. All right? Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the picks for Week 5 NFL. Taking a look at Week 5. At the top of the list, we have Dak Prescott. His line is 250.5 on Prizepicks against Pittsburgh this week. Over is a 3.29 sportsbook differential. When you look at the sportsbook industry, you look at all the sportsbooks, okay, all the odds on these sportsbooks, you average them together for all the sportsbooks that have a Dak Prescott passing yards line, and that line is at 253.7. Our player projection on Dak Prescott this week is 257.2, a 6.7 projection differential over where that line is on Prizepicks. The sportsbook differential is a 3.29 sportsbook differential. Both are telling you to go over, so obviously that will be your best way to go. Justin Fields, over 181.5 passing yards at a 2.57 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 184. Player projections at 187, a 5.5. So not only are we seeing the EV being a 2.57 sportsbook over, not only are we seeing the EV being saying the over, but the projection data is also signaling over. Every player that you see at the top of this board is not only going to be EV, but it's going to have projection data that agrees. And that is what makes it such a powerhouse. Matthew Stafford, under 219.5 passing yards at a minus 2.57. Sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have his line at 216. Player projections at 215, a minus 4.3. Brock Purdy, under 250.5 passing yards at a minus 2.29 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this at 248. Player projections at 247, a minus 3.5 projection differential. Jamar Chase, over 74.5 receiving yards at a 1.86 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line at 76.3. Player projection has him at 82.7, an 8.2 projection differential. Josh Allen, under 242.5 passing yards at a minus 1.86 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line at 240.6. Player projection at 236, a minus 5.7. Cade Otton, under 30.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.68. Sportsbook lines at 28.8. Player projection of 24.4, a minus 6.1. Mike Evans, under 64.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.68 sportsbook line. Sportsbook differential. Sportsbook lines at 62.8 on average for him. Player projections at 61.8. Last but not least, and then we're going to focus solely on the Thursday night game, the early picks, and get those in for Thursday night's game early. Aaron Jones under 65.5 rushing yards at a minus 1.67 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line is 63.8, player projection of 61.9, a minus 3.6. One thing you will notice is taking advantage of these Tuesday lines, these Tuesday differentials is your best bet to have success, because this is before all the bumps and stuff occur as the week goes on. Dak Prescott's line will probably be higher than 250.5 come game time. Justin Fields' passing yards will probably be higher come game time. Matthew Stafford will probably be lower come game time, because that's what the PME pick is telling you to do early. Hop on all that data telling you that information early, all right? Let's focus solely on Thursday night's game. What's the date on that? Let me just find a Thursday night game. Okay, the 3rd. Okay. Let me just type in Atlanta. There we go. Okay. Atlanta's taking on Tampa Bay on this Thursday night game. And a couple of the best options are some unders on some of the receiving yards on Tampa Bay. Cade Otton and Mike Evans are equivalent here. The only difference is you see the sportsbook differential is minus 1.68 on both. The difference is Cade Otton is a minus 6 projection differential, where Evans is a minus 2. So I'm going to take Cade Otton under 30.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.68 sportsbook differential, with the sportsbook average at 28.8, player projection of 24.4, and the massive minus 6 projection differential. I'm going to take Cade Otton as my favorite play for Thursday Night Football under his receiving yards of 30.5. I like Kirk Cousins over 226.5 on the over 0.47 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this at 226.9, almost to 227. Player projections at 228. So the differential's not crazy, but nonetheless, there's some differential there, all right? The best play, though, is going to be Cade Otton's under 30.5 receiving yards. Do we have any goblins yet? No goblins yet. So the under on Cade Otton's going to be your best bet right now, and then running that back with the Kirk Cousins is a fine way to go. Not a ton on the board for that game, though, right now. If we check out no line difference, all right, checking out no line difference where all the odds are the same. Let me refresh real quick. Okay, the best bet that you have is Mike Evans over 4.5 receiving receptions at a 51.7 chance to hit. That's not crazy odds. Obviously, we're waiting for a green, so nothing too crazy there. All right, let's look at all sportsbooks in general and see where the best value is. Now, for Thursday night's game, you do have a great play over on Hot Streak. Kirk Cousins under 233.5 at a minus 6.53 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this passing yards line at 226.9. Player projections at 228, but yet the line's 233.5 on Hot Streak, minus 5.2. So not only do you have the minus 6 sportsbook differential, but the minus 5 projection differential, both telling you to grab the under on Hot Streak. Where's the next best Hot Streak option? So there's no great Hot Streak options outside of Kirk Cousins at the moment. Over on Sleeper, you have the Brock Purdy over 244.5. That's a great bet at a 3.71. Dak Prescott over 250.5 is a 3.29 on Prizepicks. And when you look at the top plays, Prizepicks actually has some of the top options. Dak Prescott over 250.5 at a 3.29 is great. Justin Fields over 181.5 at a 2.57 is great. And then Matthew Stafford under 219.5 at a minus 2.57 would be getting 3 of the top value picks on the entire week over on Prizepicks, which is rare. We rarely get Prizepicks as some of the top value, but we have that this time. All right, moving on. Let's check out some college football. We have Daniel Jackson under 61.5 receiving yards at a minus 3.73 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 57.7 for him when you average them all together. Great value on the under for Daniel Jackson. Jordan James over 92.5 rushing yards at a 2.92 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this average at 95.4. Which is a good spot for the over on Jordan James. Max Brosmer, under 204.5 at a minus 2.27 passing yards, 202.2 sportsbook line. This is a good pairing. Max Brosmer paired with Daniel Jackson, under. Daniel Jackson is the under receiving yards of 61.5. Max Brosmer is the under on 204.5. So they both correlate with each other. Elijah Spencer, under 33.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.5. Jordan James, over 110.5 rushing plus receiving at a 1.25. Noah Whittington over 30.5 rushing yards at a 1.18. More plays will pop in as the week goes on. The best Goblin options are Jordan McLeod over 249.5 passing yards at a 47 sportsbook differential as a Goblin. So fantastic option there. You could pair Jordan McLeod together with Daniel Jackson and get two of the best possible options that we have for college football. And remember, I mean, yeah, that only doubles your money, but since when is doubling your money a bad thing? Okay, we're looking for profit. We're not looking to take risk all the time and lose all the time. We're looking to make profit, take as little risk as we can while making profit. That is the name of the game, baby. All right, let's move on. Looking at MLB, we've got the playoffs beginning today. The wild card begins today. We have Tyreek Screwball's Taco on the board. Obviously, you're going to want to take it. Tacos hit at a 79% chance last season. So you always want to take tacos. They're going to be your highest odds to hit plays possible. Now, if they don't miss, they don't miss. But fading a taco is just dumb. Okay, it's just dumb. Just because you had a taco miss once. Or because there's this idea that Prizepicks purposely makes these tacos so that they lose and blah, 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 blah. And they call it in and all that stuff that people say on X. It's just stupid. All right, at the end of the day, grab the best value. Tyreek Screwball over 4.5 Ks is an absolute lock. Lock it in. The highest odds gets as high as minus 174 on the over 4.5. Love the spot on him. Paul DeJong, Kyle Isbell, Corbin Burns are some options that you can go with as well. Paul DeJong over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs is a 52.14% chance to hit. Highest odds gets as high as minus 135 on Bovada. We have him projected at 1.68 for Paul DeJong. Kyle Isbell over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 51.8. Gets as high as minus 140 on the over for Kyle Isbell over on Bovada. A 1.66 projection differential. Corbin Burns over 1.5 earned runs at a 51.8 chance to hit. Gets as high as minus 145 over on Bovada. Projection of 3.46. So I like the play of all of those guys today. Now, looking over at Goblins. Joey Ortiz over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs is the best Goblin option, the best value possible outside of the taco. 61.1% chance to hit on him. Minus 195 is the highest odds over on Bovada. The consensus odds for this, when you average all the sports books together, is minus 193 on his consensus odds of going over hits, runs, RBIs of 0.5 today. Reese Hoskins over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 59.9. Michael Massey over 0.5 at a 58.6. So those three would be fantastic options to pair together with another play to just raise your chances of at least doubling up on that slip. All right. If we look at all sports books, Screwball is going to be your best value as the taco over on Prizepicks. You have Fliff, Joey Ortiz over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs over on Fliff is a 60.91% chance to hit. Over on DraftKings Pick 6, Luis Severino under 2.5 earned runs is a 54%. Yeah, so many options that we can go. MLB first inning doesn't have any prize picks up on the board at the moment. MLB fantasy will come closer that we get to the game. Should see some there. WNBA, Alyssa Thomas under 23.5 points plus assists at 52.45% chance. Minus 135 consensus odds. Alyssa Thomas is under on her points and rebounds as well. Brianna Jones under 13.5 points and rebounds as well. So there's some options, but no green chances to hit. Let's look overall. Parlay play under 3.5 assists for Hamilton. Fliff, you got the under 3.5 assists for Hamilton at 60%. Sleeper, Chelsea Gray under 1.5 made threes at 59.9. So solid spots there. All right, moving on. MMA. Lasman or Iasman, I'm not sure if that's an L or an I. I don't know her name. Lucindo over 57.5 significant strikes at a 1.8. Raquel Pennington over 82.5 significant strikes at a 1.8. Tim Means over 54.5 significant strikes at a 1.8. A lot of 1.8s there. Kevin Holland over 51.5 at a 1.6. Cesar Almeida over 6 fight time minutes at a 1.5. So some options over there for MMA. Nothing for tennis. Taking a look at soccer, we've got some good value on soccer this morning. Achraf Hakimi over 54.5 passing attempts at a 3.5 sportsbook differential on the over. Declan Rice under 45.5 passing attempts at a -3. Gregor over 33.5 passing attempts at a 2. Kazim under 26.5 passing attempts at a -2. Raphael over 37.5 passing attempts. Passing attempts is where we have seen the best value possible on soccer. So take advantage of some of these. I love the Achraf Hakimi at a 3.5 and Declan Rice under 45.5 passing attempts. These are the two best options to go with today for soccer. Nothing for Call of Duty. For League of Legends, we have Bwipo plus Inspired plus Quad over 9.5 first map kills combo at a 1.67 on the over. Humanoid plus Oscarnin, whatever, plus Resort over 6.5 first map kills combo at a 1.25. We're one of the rare sites that give you combo plays for esports. Okay, so take advantage of these sportsbook differentials over here. We are one of the rare ones. Most of these sites don't do combo bets for these, but we do. Viper plus Zeka under 10.5 first map kills combo at a minus 1.17. Combos is also very important to take advantage of because you have some of the biggest value on the combo props. All right, moving on. For CS2, we have Jebowen under 11.5 first two map headshots at a minus 2. Urban O over 6.5 first map headshots at a 2. Urban O over 6.5 first map headshots at a 2 there as well. Two different games. Okay, they play twice. Brezzy under 33 first two map kills at a minus 1.75. Equip under 13 first two map headshots at a minus 1.5. So some solid options. Mainly these two top ones are the main way that I go. The three, all these two and above. Last but not least, Valorant. Nothing is popping up there. All right, remember, join up at Props Made Easy. It's only $20 for the month. Get in the best values today. Will be your best day. It's Tuesday, so as these player props drop, immediately when they hit the board and they have these big sportsbook differentials, go over and get them added ASAP. Get these best values in early on because as the week goes on, these lines are going to get tighter. Okay, Prizepicks is going to adjust their lines to pretty much match where our sportsbook lines are over here, our consensus sportsbook lines are. Most of the time, I'd say 90% plus of the time, these lines you see early on in the day end up shifting to where this sportsbook line says, okay, or close to it. Obviously, Prizepicks isn't going to drop a line at 253.7, but they might drop the line at 253.5 or just go to 254. Okay, but our sportsbook line right here can give you a great representation of where the line will end up. So take advantage of that early. All right, thank y'all for joining me as always. It's only $20 a month for the amazing tools you see on your screen here. No other sites show you goblins. No other sites give you combos for esports. Take advantage. PropsMadeEasy.com, and it's cheaper than everywhere. It's self-explanatory. Easy money, baby. We've been absolutely dominating and eating. Anybody who's not joining, hey, good luck to you on whatever venture you're on right now. But we're feasting over here at Props Made Easy. All right, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.